Good evening, team. I hope this message finds you doing well. I would like to take a few minutes of your time to comment on a challenge I have noticed amongst our team and a method for addressing this challenge. As you all know, most of our day is spent communicating. We might be communicating with team members, whether local or virtual, stakeholders, peers, and others. I find, and I hope you all agree, that effective communication, including clear and honest communication, is necessary to successfully completing the project. Currently, I find communication amongst the team is lacking. Teams do complete their work assignments, which I do appreciate. However, they are not aware of those who need their information and how their information impacts others. In the beginning of the project, as the project manager, it was my task to identify stakeholders, which are people or organizations impacted by the project. Some of you might have helped me with completing this task. Then, I documented the stakeholders' interests, as their interests could be positively or negatively impacted by the project. The stakeholders' influence has the potential to impact the project's success. Whether the stakeholders end up having little or no involvement in the project, their forecasted involvement, as well as their known interests, need to be documented, as well as their expectations. This information allows me, and therefore you as well, to determine a strategy for communicating and information sharing with the stakeholders and focusing on the relationship necessary to ensure the success of the project. I am asking you that instead of identifying stakeholders for the project as I did, I ask that you and your team identify other project teams and team members that are stakeholders in your work. Who is impacted by your work, whether positively or negatively? Who should have some involvement and input in what you do? Being able to identify these stakeholders and their interests will allow you to better perform your job, complete your tasks, and communicate. Information collected about these stakeholders could include their name, their contact information, their duties and responsibilities. That way, you can be able to define the person's role and how their work depends on your work, and what you could possibly adjust to help them do their work better. I think doing this will help us in our work and help us communicate more effectively. We should all spend time thinking about others and how we can do our job to help our team members and peers. As I conclude this message, I would like to invite you, my team, to offer suggestions about how I, your project manager, could better improve my communication, or how I could better complete my work to help you operate more effectively. Please feel free to stop by the office if you can, or call or email. I would greatly appreciate your feedback, and I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for listening. I hope that you all will keep up the great work.